Hey folks, it's Rob, and this is Tropico 5. Hola! We're in the World War period. We just started. And, we're doing okay, you know. I have a lot of vacancies in my military because I wanted educated soldiers. So, yeah, that makes for low loyalty at the moment. I'm running a risk that way. I don't like that. I will make at least the palace troops more loyal. And, there. Don't think towers really go on revolt. But, who knows? Fortunately, we are filling our slots over time. And we are building a high school so we can get into that.
The Great Communist Revolution started in Russia. Unfortunately, it was a resounding success. Now they have no one to revolt against.
Well, let's see. Communists. It's a large faction. Militarists and communists are basically my supporting group, and I do need to kind of warm things up so I can pass an election. So, okay. Yeah, we can do this.
Presidente, it's so hot outside that I saw two countries fighting over a dog.
The Great Communist Revolution. The revolution is its own reward. But have a little something extra from its fruits.
Well, I will take the 2 free tenements.
Temperatures are record high, and rain has been record low. I'm sorry, fellow farmers. My rain dance just doesn't seem to work. Still, I can help you cure your dry throats. So join me at the Jolly Roger!
Not sure where these helicopters came from in 1914, but, you know, I'm glad they came. Let's see. Make sure this is working right away. Invite a foreign worker in. Oh dear. Logging camp's on fire. It is not worth it to repair that. I will let it burn down and I will build a new one. They cost $800. It's going to cost me $2,000 to put it out. Yeah. So, no. I'll just build a new logging camp. Seriously, I mean, okay, it does cost $1,152, but still, it's cheaper to just rebuild the damn thing. Okay, high school students, yes, full up, excellent. After legalese, what are we going to want? We'll get the embassy.
Victory, Presidente! With the help of my secret rain dance technique, I was able to defeat the drought. And it only took me 5 months.
Yup. Seriously, Penultimo.
Now that we have bought the revolution, we can export it to other brother and sister countries.
Canned goods. A, I'd have to research the canning plant. B, I'd have to have electric power to operate that canning plant. And I was thinking, this is not going to be an island with a lot of coal on it. I don't get geothermal plants until the next age. Or is it the modern age? Anyhow, I don't have geothermal plants now, and I won't have them for a long time. Nuclear plants, so we do have a uranium deposit on the island, but I won't be able to do any of that until the Cold War period. And I'll have to research nuclear power, which is quite far in. But increased communist standing would be a good thing. No, it's just not, it's going to be far too much effort to get that working. I'm sorry, we can't do that. Give me something else. Make sure we have selected breeding. Okay, we're beginning to fill in our spaces. Military loyalty is still low, but looks like it's climbing. If I issue urban development, I could probably afford to modernize the houses. But then, what are they going to eat? I only have the corn over here, the cattle ranch, and the goat milk pasture farm, and this wharf. What I think we need to do is get a rum distillery up to use all this sugar we're making. Yes. That would be a thing. How's the happiness? I gotta make sure people are happy enough to... Oh, 17 on the religion. Right. Factions. Communists aren't very keen on my secular state. Militarists aren't very keen on my all citizens vote. Nobody likes my all citizens vote, really. Not even the religious. Okay. Right. Rum distillery. Well, if I'm going to industrialize... Industrialization. Yeah, I want industrial buildings away from like the farming areas, and these farms are going to go eventually. Make sure the road runs out. There we are. Looks like we managed to cover our shortfall in educated
Presidente,
workers.
I hereby with to require you on the habeas cojones to execute a writ with a novation decreeing a Paris to one penultimo, hereby referred to as the
Really?
penultimate party. Should you fail to comply, you shall thereby to be denounced as a tortfeasor, and the Tropican people shall be taught the language of legalese.
Habeas cojones? Really? Okay. Yes. Policemen will convince people to vote for me. Visa program, please. And happy childhood, I think. And, let's see. Yeah, modern times for the geothermal plant. Textile mill's a feasible option. So is a cigar factory, but I'd have to put up more places for that to be. Cabaret. More entertainment. Put it behind the library? Yeah, okay. Actually, entertainment's at 50. Housing, crime safety. I should have spent money on a police station, really. Alright, that's next. I could cancel construction. Yeah. Police station. Where can I put it? Where should I put it? I should put it where there's a high crime, and there's a lot of crime right in here. How can I dip into there? Well, eventually I'm going to be clearing out this farm, but I suppose I could start encroaching on it now before we... Yeah, before I actually knock it down. The farm is minus 40 on location, but it's still made up for it by the fertilization upgrade, so yeah, don't harm it yet, but soon. Alright, well, we could put the police station over here. Actually, there is space for a road right there. Okay. And then just put it in like that, behind the grocery store. Once this starts becoming less effective, then it'll be time for it to go.
I hear a lot of complaining from people about the lack of priestly attention lately. I've been sitting left and right, and I haven't confessed my sins to a young, muscular friar in quite a while. I can feel my spiritual needs tearing me up from the inside. I cry for salvation. Young priests!
Okay. Okay, Lulu. I think we can meet your needs. How about we put a church in right here? This gets the fire brigade. That way I don't have to worry about burning down buildings so much. And you get the dunder still. That way I'm still exporting sugar. Oh, and I should be looking at my trade agreements. What do we got? What do we got? Imports. Imports. Export iron. Export steel. Export planks. For a reduced cost. Well, the default price is 1,500, Axis. Why am I pissing off the allies and making you happy just so I can get less money for my planks? Screw you. Oh, you would like cigars, would you? But and don't make you happy enough. Well, fuck off. I will trade to the world market. That's a higher budget building, isn't it? Yes. Boy, time for you to move on. Bigger and better things.
I am so glad that there is a new church on the island. Jesus taught us many important things like surfing and turn the other cheek. I often disregard that last rule and punch the guy instead, but I always feel guilty afterwards.
That made people a lot happier. Yeah, now we'll pass an election. They really wanted that church, and they really wanted the crime safety. Okay. Crime safety is now 89%. Religion's climbing. But the crime safety shot way up when we built the police station. Food's gone down a bit. Liberty's gone down, but that was because of the police station. Also, my police state, the policeman will convince people to vote for me, which is nice. The Axis sent me a nice check. How nice of them.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but that does not matter.
Yep, that's not a problem. Let's keep Arsenio in charge. Arsenio's an excellent president. In fact, let's check out my dynasty. Any upgrades due? No. No. Costs too much. Okay. I got a lot of goods sitting around. Time for another Teamster office, I think. No, that's
Come, Presidente, I fear that the revolution's...
Yes, I can do that. I do want to do that. We will do that. Clinics are not good things, and people not dying is nice. I will put the clinic... I could put it over here. But I'm not going to put a parking lot in there. Put it in behind the mansion? Yeah, put it in behind the mansion.
Presidente, I have information that a great war will start soon. We must be prepared.
Yep. That's fine. Getting some barracks will make the militarists happy anyway. Where'd my altruist go? Yeah, we're already doing community aid there. Don't really need it over here if we already got that one. Oop, crime lord.
Amigo.
Presidente, we didn't manage to get any research done. So, we decided to steal France's greatest achievements. Unfortunately, we broke into their museum of military accomplishments and all I found was this white flag. It seems we will have to work on our diplomacy skills.
Right. I had a crime lord. Where is he? I was going to deport that crime lord, damn it. Hopefully I'll see him again. Look at that. Sugar in, rum out. It's all moving finally, because the extra Teamsters, I'm guessing. We do have an altruist. Okay, another logging camp down. Well, that one was expected. Yeah, okay. Let's see. We're going to need more logs, though.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of coming elections.
Penultimo!
Strictly speaking, this is not considered exactly legal, but I guarantee that no one will find out.
Penultimo, I keep telling you, people will vote for me. I have confidence in my people. There's no need for fraud. This is a democracy, and people have votes.
A new era of knowledge is upon us.
Alright. Well, let's send Ernesto, because he's just stealing money for me anyway. So, go on. And,
The election results are in. Let me be the first to congratulate you, Presidente.
Indeed. Thank you. Right, so I need to build a road kind of around the mine. Let's see here. We covered everything in the back here? Yeah. Okay. So... steel mill needs iron and coal. I'm not going to have much in that. There's not much point. Army base could be useful, especially when I have to go and fight off the Axis when we go and move on to the next stage. And then we'll do table manners. Right, what I was doing was building a road. Why can't I turn my road that way? Oh, because it crosses an unexplored area. Ah, that's so annoying. Okay, well, let's send it out this way. And there we go. That should be far enough into the forest that we should be able to have a fairly sustainable logging camp out here. Okay, let's see now. Need my barracks. I do have the money for it. But they will be an ongoing expense as well, which is a concern. I do have those free tenements to build. And I should probably get them up. So, let's see. Where's a good place for tenements? I think... yeah, down here at the waterfront on top of these existing squats. And then... probably in here next to the factory. Yeah, okay. Not sure what it is about this little corner that it just absolutely despises, but I can't build on that for some reason.
Greetings!
That is a rebel. You are banished. Get the hell out of my country. That's one way to deal with you. Stupid rebel. And yeah, I've taken your money as well. Work at my lumber mill with you. Now let's see. How's things going? Now, is the landlord better there? I think it might be better to move the landlord onto... yeah, so... fire. Hire. Okay. That way it's a little closer to the waterfront and a little closer to the poor housing. So... have they moved
Sir,
in? Yes, they moved
I
in.
bring great news.
Dynasty members' greatest creation is complete. Years of hard work has finally paid off. Tropicans eagerly await the unveiling of the project. There's one minor problem. We still don't know what the damn thing actually is. We have to think of something quick. It's a reimagining of the Tropican spirit. It's a critique on the Tropican condition. It's modern art. Do I need 10 college-educated citizens? I don't think I do. Better religious relations, I could get along with them. Or... oh, let's chance it. Modern art!
Presidente, I'm shaking. You're shaking. Everyone is shaking.
Really? So I got an earthquake out of that? Man.
How can I be of help?
Trying to get... yeah.
No, no, no.
The earthquake is over. We made it. I am now going to rethink my life and the choices I have made. Done. Now, let's evaluate the damage.
I don't like the 5 citizens
Ay,
died.
ay, ay!
You are banished. Get the hell out. There's one way I can deal with you. Since I don't have any jails... okay. Oh yes, I was going to do the Urban Development Edict and upgrade these houses. Well, let's wait for that thing to finish there. We'll put up a little more housing, though. Let's get our mansion in play. That way... people are happy, you know. The wealthy have a place to live because they need it, because they're whiners. Oh, well, I gotta live in a regular house like everybody else. Why can't I have a mansion? Fine. There you go. Have a mansion. That needs repaired. Otherwise I'll end up getting knocked down. No. Just repair everything, huh? Seriously. Alright, how are we doing over here? I'm trying to think of the future. You know, it's like, okay, I'll run the road out that way. Probably put a couple houses over here. Because this is the more affluent end of town. And I think I'll put a small park in right there. Yeah, just a garden. There we go. Then here in the middle, there's another space as well. Yeah, so we'll put a garden there as well. Now, I can change what they look like. Right. Ooh, there we go. That'll be just the thing. Okay. Little monument. Kind of a square. Yeah, that brings it all together, actually. It's like a pedestrian mall back here. Yeah. I think I might have one space right there. Yep, I do. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that one in. Little variation, you know? Looks like it's doing okay. Probably need a grocery out this way eventually. Alright. These houses are ready for upgrade. Modernize. Bam. Means there's going to be a lot more demand for food, but people are going to be a lot happier with housing quality. Now, where am I going to put the barracks? And what else am I going to use for money? Getting into tourism is a thing, but it's not a thing in this era. Liberty's pretty good, actually. I don't think I need a newspaper. The cabaret, we could put that up. Likely annoy the religious types. That is concern. Right now everybody's kinda happy. Let's see, tanks are coming up. I'll need a military army base for that. Seems like such a waste to just send out an expedition to explore these little corners. But at the same time, they are really in my way. You should be modernized. Yeah, log debarker. That'll be fine. Improve output. There's our other mansion going up. First one's full. Yep, okay. That means it was time. Yep, someone's moved in. Excellent. A lot of perfectly nice houses about in town. Let's see where we are employment-wise. 2 open jobs, actually. Right, nobody's unemployed. Military's nice and loyal now. Good. My money-grubbing son is back and not assigned to anything. How about you run the distillery, boy? This should get a reforestation upgrade. That way I don't have to rebuild that one down the line. I'll just keep that safe over there. Thinking maybe we might drop something in over here, actually. Yeah, I mean, I need my barracks. There we go. That will see to it that it gets constructed.
I love Tropico.
Oh, a new rebel. But you actually don't disapprove me that much. What's the problem? Low health? Is that really it? Yeah, your healthcare blows. For some reason your liberty blows as well. Well, and our clinic is in order. Because clinics just aren't for the rich end of town, really, in my opinion. Where to fit it in? Let's fit it in there. Got a few crime bosses hanging around here, but your relations are 70, that's fine.
Amigo.
Now you hate me and you're a rebel and you're a corn farmer. Get the hell out. And I appropriated money from you, so all the better. Rebels don't need to live in my country. I'm thinking one more tenement. There we go. And then, just 'cause... There we go. Little garden back there. That way patients have something to look at. Actually, I could probably upgrade the clinic. Yes. Hospitalization wing and obstetrics. Okay.
How can I help?
Yeah, see, you're not liking me. Get out.
Great giant tropical spiders, Presidente. We have
Okay.
a crisis, and we have...
Maybe I'm banishing too many people. We'll back off. Prepare for the future, though. There we go. Extra ways around. Wonder if I can put one on the other. Nope. For whatever reason, that corner's unbuildable, but... on the whole, things could be worse. How's my tobacco farm doing? Minus 46 on location, still holding pace. Okay. Can I upgrade the corn farm? Yeah, okay. Let's get some more resources going. Plantation. Let's see, bananas. I would like some bananas or some pineapples. Ooh, pineapples could work over here. Well, once the lumber mill's gone. Okay. And yeah, we could put some pineapples in over there. Okay. Well, demolish that section of road. And plantation, pineapple. Spin that around. And we'll park it right there. Okay. And then make sure the road comes up that way. Link it over. Make sure the road carries up that way. And then bring it on over here. There we go. Any good ranch I can put out here? Pigs, llamas, goats, cattle. Goats is again the best fit, and it's not brilliant. So no, not really. We'll find something else to fit in there later. Good, the barracks are going up. How's my second mansion doing? Good. How about another one?
It's a great time to be a diplomat. Everyone is running left and right trying to get allies for the Great War. Banquets and lavish gifts are becoming part of my daily routine.
Oh, not bad. Okay. Yeah, embassies basically can go anywhere. In fact, we can shove both embassies right here. Yeah.
Presidente, we discovered the tank. It was left unlocked at a military exhibition. We took it for a spin, and for a while controlled most of Europe. We eventually ran out of fuel, but we managed to dismantle the tank and smuggle it back home. Now, we just have to figure out how to put it back together again.
Fair enough. We'll work it out. But I don't have a quest for it yet, and it's quite expensive. Besides, I just bought an extra embassy just cause. I want equal. I want to keep my foreign nations on side. So, like, if I invite in the allies, which will give me a plus 20 boost, then I'll invite in the Axis, and that way everybody will be, happy, and I won't have anyone sailing off my coastline.
Ah, I miss the jolly old days when the little people knew their proper places and respected their superiors up to the Lord himself.
See, that closes down my rum distillery, which is a primary point of my economy. No, we're just not going to. I need the distillery. I need to keep it running. It is making me money. I have a lot of sugar, and it needs to be turned into rum. And that is just how it is. Thinking of a third dock. Any good trade? Yeah, we'll export cocoa. And cigars. Boo. Cigar factory's not a terrible idea, but I'll need to put some more sustainable tobacco plantations in place. And that's something I can put here. Wait till that lumber mill's done.
The Illuminati High Council held its usual drawing of lots to decide who has to die to kick off the Great War.
Send an assassin. Again, we will send Ernesto, my most disposable relative. Yeah, I was thinking of another dock, but, if I'm not running trade routes, it doesn't matter much. How goes the research? Doing okay. Table matters in 18 months. So, then I want the dry dock. And get the military. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It takes a while for that stuff to happen. There's no high elevation around here. I could put up a college for research. Or I could put up another library. Nothing says I only have to have one library.
Greetings.
Well, you're a friendly crime lord, so you can stay. You like me a lot. What's up? Where is it? There it is.
Franz Ferdinand is going to Serbia. All would-be assassins will have to try to get him while he is there.
Okay. Still waiting for my embassies to get built. Oh yeah, the Tropican sovereign debt. I forgot all about that. Let's pay that off. Really, construction office, what's the holdup? Improving job quality is a thing. Who's got suck jobs? 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Anything lower than 40?
That's one huge wave, Presidente.
Ah,
and
damn.
it's coming straight for us. We're alive, Presidente! I didn't think we were going to survive that humongous wave.
Guys and girls, where are you going? The big wave is this way. Surf's up. Yeehaw!
Alright. Slow down time. Alright, that's my library. Yeah, I want that rebuilt. My mansion's flooded. Police station's flooded. Pump out the police station. That's my cattle ranch. We're gonna lose that cattle ranch. That sugar plantation rebuild. Actually, that's a flooded house. That could just drain out. That's a flooded house. Yeah, the fat cats can just want to wait for their house to drain out, or pay for it themselves. But this useful bit of property could be used in the future, so... We'll want a cattle ranch somewhere, as it was an important part of the economy, but I don't have to have it where it was. So, I mean, as you can see, the terrain was marginal there. We can probably get better results from it over this way. So, yeah. If I, like, put it, say, here. Road up next to the plantation there. Suppose there would do. That's greener though. Okay, we'll have it a bit out. And that way I have not forgotten to rebuild it. I've just basically moved it. That's a rebel.
Good evening.
I would tell you to fuck off, but actually I was getting quite close to a danger, apparently. So, yeah. Rebel threat low. 3 known rebels. You work in a guard tower? Why can't I fire you?
Presidente? Hola.
Yeah, you. Shibeli Lehman. You're fired. I don't have rebels working in my guard tower, okay? Alright, that's one of the logging camps finally demolishing now. Yep, there we are. What's this rebel up to? Oh, now you're in one of the shacks. Great. Okay, well, that's finally gone. So, there's a couple things that'll need to be dealt with. We were going to put up a new plantation in this area. Tobacco, as I recall. Yeah. Like so. And I will give up the one corner production, I think, to have that tower there in the middle. I don't know. No. We can just do this like we have been doing. But I can't put that there. Can't, for some reason, that doesn't work. Yeah, can't get up near this for whatever reason. Okay, if the building was orientated that way, it would work. But I don't have a road over there. I could do that, but it gets cut off. Okay. So yeah, we won't be doing that. We're not building anything on this side of the road. That's not an effective enough place. Could build one out here. Okay. Because eventually this is going to become ineffective. The location degrades over time. And I'm thinking, yeah, we will build a cigar factory. Where are my edicts? Industrialization's passed. How much does a cigar factory cost? Quite a bit. Have to build something else, though, to make it worthwhile. I already have a textile mill, I already have a rum distillery, and I already have a lumber mill. I don't really want more. Alright, so we'll just put up the one cigar factory. Now, where do I want to put it? Out here in Industrial Row? That's a possibility. Does mean this tobacco over here is having to come all the way over this way, though. Out here by the embassies? That's viable. Right, pineapple plantation's up and running. I'm not going to have other pineapple plantations right here, so that no point in putting the pollination parcel in place. Good, lots of bids going out. Since we're fairly flush. There we go. Pump your house out. Okay.
Good evening.
You work at my rum distillery, do you?
How can I help? Greetings.
Gonzalo Vargas. Okay. There you are. Fired. Now you're unemployed. Congratulations. I need to incentivize my construction office, I think. Give him a raise. Be nice if this was just there was a cancel option. I don't want to rebuild it. I have to wait for it to expire, unfortunately. Actually, that is a pretty good place for the cabaret, isn't it? Down here by the docks. Yeah, okay. Barracks are right there. Right. Invite in the allies.
Good show, old chap. Those Axis fellows give me the heebie-jeebies. I'm afraid this also means I will have to consort with those even snobbier than I. Yet such is the fate of any good diplomat.
Right. Increase my export prices for 2 years. Yes.
We have a perfect business opportunity. We can make a huge profit off the miss.
Don't do wool.
We have a perfect business opportunity.
Don't do gold. If I wanted to do wool, that means llamas. Where do llamas like to live? Llamas don't seem to like living anywhere on my island. Yeah, tell you what, we're not doing these. Sorry.
We have a perfect.
No, give me something else. Gold, don't have gold to export. Wool, we're not suited for making wool. I'm not even going to try on those. You may think it's a perfect opportunity, but it's not the perfect opportunity for us. I think I know where I want my third dock now. Oh, I was going to put some parking lots in, wasn't I? Improve job satisfaction in places. Yeah, it's like right here. Probably should put up an art Teamster's office as well, because things just aren't happening. Suppose I could put it behind the new factory. Yeah. Another logging camp would probably be good in the long run. But I think we're got enough logs coming in to operate my lumber mill. Maybe an art construction office? I don't know. I don't like having more than one of them if I don't have to. Yeah. Right, so now I can invite in the Axis. There we go. Now, they're not keen I invite in the Axis, but they were warmer to begin with. But we'll praise them, and that'll make them feel better. And there we go. A little better. And no threat. Okay. And there are currently no known rebels on the island, which is nice. This is finally evaporated. Good. Make that priority.
Come, Presidente. The Red Communist book says that people cannot follow the revolution's idea.
I accept. Have a farmer's fair. And I'm going to put up in our grocery as well. There. That way there's 2 groceries in town. You can go this way, you can go that way. Okay? That one's got the better food, this one's got the cheaper food. Alright? Right. Shame the ancient ruins have to go on top of existing ancient ruins, unfortunately. The college. I guess I should get one going. We're going to need college-educated folks eventually. At least the library's been rebuilt. There's the academic department. We'll quick build the Teamster's office.
President,
after me this time.
My fellow diplomats want us to ally with the Allies and to give the Axis the axe.
They commit a sin of tautology.
My boy, if you are sick of those snobs we have in the embassy, I know I am, we have an alternative. The Axis is offering us a huge monetary boost if we give the Allies the boot.
President,
Now, if I
my
did
fellow
this...
diplomats want us to ally with the Allies and to give the Axis the axe.
Now, Penultimate, since when are you my diplomats?
My boy, if you are sick of those snobs we have in the embassy, I know I am, we have an alternative. The Axis is offering us a huge monetary boost if we give the Allies the boot.
You know what? I accept. And expel. We'll invite them back in, of course. See the errors of our ways eventually. Look at that, 100 approval. Yes, you can be my crime lord. That's okay. Crime lords are fine, as long as you get along with the regime. Okay. Now, of course, because I expelled the Allies, they're 53. But if I had expelled the Axis, they would have been like 30. So, yeah. I didn't want to be invaded. The Allies weren't going to invade me. Probably. Could put some country houses out here, but it will reduce my housing quality. I don't know.
Here is our latest scientific data. Foreign diplomats are 45% more prone to agree with us if our diplomats fart less often, or if they at least stink less.
Stink less, yes.
As a part of a cross-group study, we also found that 33% of foreign diplomats do not like belching at the table. Finally, a staggering 95% have indicated that they have a very negative opinion of our diplomats singing the national anthem while standing on the top of the table naked. Who would have thought?
Well, unless it's maybe Lulu. I mean, is Lulu one of our diplomats? I don't think so. Considering Penultimo, I think, is one of our diplomats, and Lord Oaksworth. Yeah, no. Right, I think I'm going to call the episode here. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you have a great day. Goodbye.